Diamond City, huh? You know, they ain't real fond of ghouls in this
No
town.
ghouls in Diamond City. Get that thing out of here.
You know, a shotgun's great insurance against rape.
Sure. Let's take a look.
So
Uh-huh.
Broke up with my girl.
Hey, Myrna.
You again. All right, got plenty of
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Here's what we got. Sure. Got it.
Okay. Sure.
You should know, people have been complaining a bit about the bed situation.
Hi, how are you?
about that farm run by... Isn't that...
You came to visit. I almost thought you wouldn't.
Hey, now that you're back here in Sanctuary, how would you like a job?
A job? For me? Really?
Yeah. What do you say? Want to work for me?
What are you doing?
This place is really coming together, huh? I can't
I've heard
take
of
all the
another
credit.
settlement that's in trouble. I'll mark the location.
Hmm.
I got word of a settlement that needs our help. Do you have a minute?
Sure. Go ahead.
When we first met, I admit, but you've done nothing but impress me.
Thanks.
You've probably realized by now. When I was a kid, the Minutemen, when I turned 17, I joined.
Right.
We had a few good years there.
It sounds like you were really
I think we were. I'm sure there was a lot of, you know, the politics. I guess General Becker was able to keep a lid on it, keep everyone warm. But after he was killed, it all came. These guys were supposed to. You probably think I was pretty nice. I still believe that
We are the good guys.
we're doing our best. Anyway,
Anytime, Preston.
thanks, man. We probably. Is there something you need?
Come with me. I need your help.
Sure thing, General. I think.
Right.
Tell me, Darby, what's gonna keep the Minutemen from falling apart this time?
You're looking at it.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Hey there.
What's on your mind?
How are you feeling about things?
Might be a good time to look for somewhere to spend the night.
Nothing else for now.
Okay.
You know what? Since we talked,
I'd like to trade some items.
Go ahead.
Carla.
Yeah. Hey there. Trading?
I'll take a look. Sure.
Always happy.
McDonough has always been against the Middle.
Hey, Arturo.
Oh, I do hope you're here to make a...
Sure. Let's take a look.
Excellent.
You need something, Scabbard?
Dumb and ugly that child. It'll be a super mutant.
Attention all personnel. Research patrols are a crucial facet of our operation here in the Commonwealth. Any Brotherhood soldiers that have not received a research patrol assignment should speak to Proctor Quinlan immediately.
The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
Have you collected any blood samples, Knight?
Yes, here you go.
Excellent. Here's some caps for the trouble.
Sure.
Remember,
Oh god. Mole rat on a stick was a really bad idea. Me.
Nice.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth stuff can be fatal.
Never did like this Rust bucket. Oh, sure, the fine shit.
I don't know about Scribner, I think some blood's on
Jackson.
Liberty Prime is the linchpin of our operation. Make certain you follow Ingram's orders to the letter.
Bridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
Man, just look at all these old planes. It's hard to believe they could actually fly.
No matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
Luck with those actuators yet? Liberty Prime isn't going far without his arms and legs.
Ingram?
Just build us those actuators and we'll do the rest. Night.
Proctor Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams...
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the...
Can I build the nukes like I built the actuators?
I could build you 1,000 nuke casings, right now, but we've got nothing to put inside them. The Mark 28s have a specialized nuclear payload that requires the correct balance of fissile materials in order for them to detonate. In other words, I'd love to mix you a cocktail, but I'm all out of liquor. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation. We're fairly certain this includes... The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
Oh no, not again.
Yep. Scribe Halen's established a communications point. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time... Good luck, Knight.
What are you building? Hey there, friend. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minutemen.
Nice to meet you. And it's good to see the Minutemen taking the Commonwealth back. I sure hope you can help them with those fools.
Don't worry. That's what the Minutemen are here for. Let's go get some bag.
Hey.
Just point me to it. Damn it, where are they? Another one for the minute. Think I got some opening fire.
Hey.
What do you need something?
What's on your mind?
Where to next?
Your thoughts?
I've worn out a lot of...
That was it.
No problem.
Good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into the Cambridge police station.
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we've had the occasional, thanks to the reinforcements.
Sure. That's not surprising.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I know you don't... I've had the men set up the equipment. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a... When you find the bombs, plant... After that, you should...
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Ah, no. Not at all. You're only heading back into the most inhospitable place in the entire... Look, if you don't, good luck, Knight.
You ever see anything like that before? hate to say it, but it's too quiet.
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
I'm looking for some bombs. Nuclear bombs.
You trivialize that which resides. The children of Atom have sworn to guard this.
What's this great divide?
One day, Atom will return, and his touch upon the earth, his glow will...
Trust me, I'm on your side here. I want to help you out.
Atom has no need. When he returns to us, that is why they...
Did you understand any of that?
I want to spread his...
Perhaps then I have misjudged you.
Sure.
If you would see... Take this. follow the brilliance, may atoms rain.
Stop right there!
Heads up. Over here.
Point it out.
Move here.
Consider it done.
Here.
I'm on it.
Head over there.
Got it.
Grab anything useful.
Okay.
If it was up to me, I'd take every feral, beauty, and sin that shit into this space.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
There's only one way to find out.
Absolutely.
Proctor, all the readouts look green? I think it's time.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you. After all, without your help.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but...
Liberty Prime, back online.
Right. Let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: The Liberation, Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. He's looking from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to...
What was that he said about it?
Prime's in top shape, but his nuclear engine... Right now, we have him running off of the Prid... Once I get that sorted out, we'll send him... Before you head off... I came up with this little beauty myself. I think...
This wasn't it.
Besides... Anyway, that's enough of that.
Right.
Elder Maxson said he needed to... And... Thank...
Oh man, I'm late.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
I find your ignorance awfully convenient. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
Is Quinlan absolutely certain?
Proctor Quinlan validated the information numerous times. I can assure you, his results are accurate. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL, disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a Sith.
Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
Isn't there some other way?
There damn well better be. Otherwise, you're gonna be killing a friend for no better reason than he might be a synth.
Absolutely not. My decision is final. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Attention. Due to increased raider activity, all leave requests to off-base sites have been temporarily suspended. Affected parties will have their leave compensated at the next available opportunity. That is all.
Excuse me, Proctor Quinlan.
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Danse.
I don't want to talk about it.
I understand. On to your orders. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, as you're well aware, Danse had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be... I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibility. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite...
Right.
What the hell is this crap about Danse?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxon's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Danse, and if we find him, report his location to you. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
I don't have time to discuss it right now, Haylen.
Why? In too much of a rush to pull the trigger? I can't believe that after everything There's obviously been a mistake.
Scribe Haylen! Now, unless you're...
Of course. I believe I have some information that's relevant.
Very well then. Would you care to
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
Change of heart, Haylen?
Just following orders, sir.
Proceed, Knight.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Well, if it isn't the man who revived Prime...
Excuse me, Scribe Haylen.
This way.
Now, did you have documents for me?
Until you tipped a Brahmin with a Vertibird. Now that's...
Scribe Haylen.
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Danse?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you... I've known Paladin Danse ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my... I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because someone has to before you... Danse is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you. Not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human. If you're not convinced by what he says, where somehow he's...
She's making a whole lot more sense than Maxon did.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern frontier of the colony. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. Just be careful.
Dr. Lee's return to the Brotherhood. I thought she was a traitor.
Going down. Please stand clear. This is now a...
Which one do you want?
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked dirty work.
I don't understand what's going on, Dance.
Believe me, this is more of a shock to me than it is to you. I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Haylen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
How could you not know that you're a synth?
It doesn't make sense to me either. It just feels like a cruel joke. I remember being a child. I remember growing up in the ruins, everything. I suppose they programmed that all into my head. I mean, I feel like I've been in control of my entire life, making my own decisions and determining my own fate. Even though the proof states I'm a synth, I don't feel any different than I did before. I still feel like a human. Why does any of this even matter to you? You're obviously here to carry...
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that we're good friends. And I wish Maxon had sent someone else. But that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying... Synths can't be trusted. Technology that's run amok. I need to be the example.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying. I'm ready to accept the consequence.
Right.
Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
No. I won't do it, Danse.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
You're the proof that Maxon's wrong. You're a synth, but everything you've done has been for the good of mankind.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I'm not technology that's gone out of control. I've been a benefit to mankind, not its downfall. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes,
What's our next move?
you need to continue your fight against the Institute. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put... Take my holotags. Use them to... Now, come on.
Going up.
Excuse me, General. Do you have a minute?
Anytime, Preston.
Look, I know I put you in an almost impossible position. I didn't have any right to ask you to take that on. I still don't know why you said. I just want you to know that I appreciate if you look at where...
Ground floor.
Heads up.
Is this a better time to talk?
Anytime, Preston.
Look, I still don't know why you said. I just want you to know if you look at where we were then...
Thanks for the vote.
We make a good team. I've taken up enough.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's still alive. Because you're wrong about him.
Him! Danse isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Danse. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
Danse wants to save mankind, not destroy it.
You're as delusional as you are insubordinate. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide, know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices I've made and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Whether he's human or not, Dan saved the lives of countless Brotherhood soldiers. Now it's time you saved his.
You're a stubborn man. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Prydwen, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Prydwen, Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
Excuse me.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxim like that.
So what are you gonna do now?
I've decided to stay here. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Prydwen. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
What about Haylen?
I don't think Maxon knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will...
Hold up a sec.
Can I help with something?
What are you thinking about?
If the Institute can infiltrate the Brotherhood of Steel, then nobody is safe.
Just curious what you're thinking.
Honor and compassion are in short.
That was all I had.
All right.
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
Understood.
Good. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain his quarters and all his possessions are now yours. including his personal suit. Congratulations.
I won't disappoint you.
Had I even a single doubt, just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be... I trust you won't disappoint them. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and while the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Attention, this is a reminder. Any recovered historical, technological, or social documentation should be delivered directly to Proctor Quinlan. That is all.
I can't talk right now. I have a lot on my mind.
That'll fetch more than a few caps.
Attention. Delta Team Lead, report to the bridge. Delta...
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Danse has been settled, we can
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, they're a small but capable... Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we...
Fine, but it hardly seems worth our time.
The railroad may not appear to... Destroying the railroad hinges on... To that end...
Should have buried those idiots when I was dealing with the ship.
Yes. It's quite Now, before you depart...
Our sources tell us that the railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on PAM's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Prydwen. I'm certain we could put PAM's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
Anything useful you can tell me about PAM?
We have very little information on it. Its primary function is supposed to be using mathematical calculations in order to predict future events. I have no idea how successful it was, but if the railroad's been using PAM for this long, it's got to be providing them with some sort of benefit. I'm sure Proctor Quinlan would be pleased to have it in his possession.
I think that should be sufficient information to assist you on the mission, Paladin. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
If you find anything interesting in the railroad headquarters, don't forget to bring it back here.
I have another assignment for you, Paladin. Virgil. As long as that abomination lives, he's a threat to the Brotherhood. Paladin?
Getting a bit of
Excuse me,
switch
Captain
on
Kells?
3.
Virgil remains a threat. It's time we dealt with him.
Virgil is no longer a super mutant. His cure worked. He's no threat to us.
What? That thing actually found a cure? He can't be trusted. But as a human, he's trapped in the glowing sea. Maybe he can still be an asset to us. All right, we'll continue to monitor him. For now. For your service, allow me to offer you a new helm. You've earned my respect. Carry on, brother.
Captain Kells?
A moment, Paladin. We have squires in need of training. They're young recruits. They need a good example to follow. Someone to emulate. I realize the mission is simple on the surface. You'd be helping to secure the Brotherhood's future.
What exactly do I have to do?
You'll be given a location to purge of those post-bomb deviants. This includes synths, and those mind-eroded children of Adam. A squire will accompany you. He or she is to watch and learn. Should be a simple mission, but largely beneficial to our young soldiers in training. What do you say?
I'm not sure.
You have what it takes.
Engine turbines at 87% efficiency.
Promotion was well deserved, Paladin.
Looks like Liberty Prime's coming along. Can't wait to see him smash the Institute. Let's do this.
We should get going.
prisoners! Move, move, move! Feel alive.
Search the area.
Need backup!
They can't hide from us.
Brotherhood is here! They're here!
Don't move!
Red news here.
What?
We've got...
Intruder countermeasures active. This unit is incapable of voice communication.
Pam,
Factory reset mode enabled. Command mode available. Full system reset accepted. Awaiting instructions.
Yes. Captain.
Well, it appears that the railroad...
I wish there'd been another way.
The railroad was providing assistance. Those sympathizers.
Sure.
I'm also pleased. We are having it...
Right.
It's an amazing... Speaking of pre-war technology, Procter Inc., congratulations. Ad Victoriam.
I'm too busy to speak right now.
Improvement detected.
Attention. Halbert Pilot to Station Epsilon. Halbert Pilot report to Station Epsilon. That is all.
Cade won't clear me for duty.
machine believe it's alive. It's ridiculous.
Proctor Ingram?
You look like you've been through, Paladin. Can't say that I blame you. That was a hell of a business with Dance. Can't even imagine having to look him in the face and pull the trigger.
Believe me, it wasn't easy.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm sorry you had to be the one to handle the dirt. Anyway, we need to move on to more important things now. Like getting lip.
Sure.
We've been feeding him power. That's why we need you to...
How can the beryllium agitator start up his reactor?
If Prime's reactor is a campfire, the beryllium agitator is like a match. Fusion reactors need a massive power. I'm sure I could get one of my scribes to bore you to death with the details, but you get the gist.
Fine, just point me in the right...
I was hoping you'd say that. Quinlan dug up some dirt on a company called Mass Fusion. They were a power... The CEO was some kind of an inventor. The agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top of their high... That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
Good. We can use our expertise.
It would be helpful if you tagged along.
I knew you'd see it. Kells has a vertebra. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight. If the Institute finds...
It's a shame we lost Paladin Dance. He's one of the best. Joining our cause was the wisest.
By Elder Maxim's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated.
Roger that, Scabbard. We have clearance for release. You might want to hang on, sir. The drop can be a little rough.
Never could get used to flying in these things.
Hostile targets sighted on the roof, sir. Prepare to engage. Damn stenches are crawling all over the place. Send them out before we drop. out. We're in position. Go! Go! See you on the roof, Paladin.
Stop right there. Don't do anything stupid. We can do this the easy way. Need to find
Not
a
getting down that way. Looks like the elevator needs some kind of a key card.
No point in leaving that for the scavengers.
See the agitator anywhere. Must
Sweet.
have been moved. Let's check out that terminal over there. You found the key card. Good. Now we can get that elevator running.
Going down.
this.
Riding a steel box into the distance, man. That wasn't my idea of a good plan anyway.
By order of the Institute. Tolerated.
There, that's done it. Power's back online.
Is someone present?
Don't do anything stupid.
An enemy mainly utilizing stealth. How interesting.
Stealth capabilities.
Contact detected. Possibly.
Attacking human.
Subroutine.
Damaged. Mobility decreased. I cannot allow these attacks to continue. You are damaging valuable institutions. Systems damaged.
Terminating with extreme prejudice.
There it is. Mass Fusion's reactor.
I'd just as soon admire it from a bit farther away.
Radiation levels are dangerously high in there. Let me know if you need any radiation protection. I'll communicate with you through their intercom system, while I monitor everything from out here.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait.
decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
The beryllium agitator should be in a port at the top of the reactor. The reactor's interlocks must still be active. You need to find a way to turn them off. The building security's
Security alert in the reactor chamber. Emergency lockdown initiated.
What was that?
Please wait.
I think I got something over here.
Decontamination complete.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
protocol.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Stop right there. Stop right there.
What was that?
what I say. You're coming with me.
Terminated.
Target down.
Look, I'm really busy, and I'm not in the mood for talking.
I was able to keep the Institute from getting their hands on the beryllium agitator.
I'm glad to see you're still in one piece.
What ended up happening at Mass Fusion?
Thanks to your help, our forces managed to take the building with very little resistance from the... We've posted a garrison. Anyway, we should...